Hi, welcome to my channel. I know unpopular K-pop opinions have been a thing for a long time. This video isn't particularly about unpopular K-pop opinions, rather, it's just my humble opinions on some of the latest news in the K-pop world. You can share your opinions in the comments below, but I just ask of one thing. These are my opinions, and in no way am I trying to enforce or project my ideas onto my viewers, so be respectful, please. G-Dragon from Big Bang was discharged from the military on October 26th. Around 3,000 fans had come out to welcome him back. Now, many are curious as to how his return will impact YG's current situation. In my opinion, bottom line is, he alone cannot save YG. Yes, he'll have loyal VIPs supporting him, which I really respect. Although he was one of the influential figures that pushed K-pop to the next level, there are so many K-pop powerhouses who are promoting both domestically and internationally now. He is no longer as relevant as he was previously. With that being said, I wish his future promotions and work the utmost success. There's a couple of things I want to say about BTS. I'm a super huge ARMY, have seen them live multiple times, and love them very much. However, I think a huge part of being a fan is also having the ability to question and disagree with some of the common consensus going around. So first off, I would like to talk about their songs, especially since I sense a comeback sometime before the end of this year. I feel like their most recent album slapped, and I enjoyed it a lot. However, I do want to say that I get the feeling that BTS is just trendy at the moment, and they could come out with literally anything, and everyone will gawk. Yes, it comes with popularity, and I'm so happy that they were able to rise to this level, coming from a small company and being Moomyoung for a couple of years. But I think since after Blood, Sweat and Tears era, their music is good, but it's not really mind-blowing. Also, there's so much talk about Jungkook's new tattoos. The bottom line is, no ARMY has the right to say anything about them. If he wants to show them off, then he can. If he doesn't want to, then he doesn't have to. I'm personally not a fan of tattoos, so I feel like it's not the best look, but as long as he's satisfied with it, so be it. Last but not least, military issues. I don't have much to say in regards to this because my opinion is that they should and must enlist. I can speak for this with my chest because I am personally Korean and I read a lot of news articles written in Korean about this issue. There's much talk in the political realm about excusing BTS or members of the pop culture realm for military service. To me, it just seems like it's all a ploy to shift the public's attention to much more deeply rooted and serious political issues going on in the country right now. I won't go into much details about that because it isn't K-pop related, but that's that on that. So there has been recent controversies about Super M's debut stats on Billboard, and I'm not really here to talk about that particular fiasco. I'd like to provide some general thoughts on the group. I like all the members who are in the group just fine, but I'm not sure I agree with the idea of pulling members from different groups to make a whole another group. In my personal opinion, SM is the most corporation-like agency in Korea, and a lot of their promotions and marketing tactics are pretty snaky in my opinion. So I wasn't that surprised when SM announced Super M. The only thing is, I feel like they're trying to ride the K-pop wave, so to speak, and to milk money out of multi-fandom US fans. I'm not particularly dissing these multi-group fans because they have the right to do whatever, but SM is using that concept for economic gain, which I don't really see eye to eye on. Also, I think the part that really distinguishes K-pop groups from groups of any other countries is their team dynamic. Each member has sort of a role that they have, and the synergy of the various characters, personalities, and colors, so to speak, make K-pop groups really interesting. However, it just seems to me that in Super M, they just took all of the most popular members of each group, and to me that makes no sense because the synergy that I was just talking about is not really there, and the color of the members are pretty much similar. I'm not saying that the members do not have their own distinct characteristics and personas, but I don't really see that amazing synergistic team dynamic that I see in other groups going on in this particular group. I've seen clips and segments of G-Idol from Queendom, and my honest opinion is that they are overrated. They have not really been showcasing the quote-unquote next level for the consumers. Now, that does not mean I'm a hater and I don't think they're talented or not deserving of their current fame and attention. I think Soyeon and Soojin particularly have extremely eye-catching stage presence. But the others? They don't seem that different from any other idols that haven't made it this far. I think Latata was iconic, and it was honestly quite shocking that they were only rookies at the time. But after that, their songs became more mediocre, and I get the feeling that the reason why they're still relevant as they are right now is because of the fandom base created from earlier on. I'm not that surprised that MNET is under fire for all this Produce 101 drama. The editing of the actual episodes itself revealed very obvious favoritism and some situations that looked very fake and more like acting. I was never really invested in the groups that came out of the Produce series, though I did watch seasons 1, 3, and 4. Speaking of, a little bit about the delayed IOI comeback. I think that IOI was a fine group and they're a talented group of girls. However, no matter how much I'm trying to view this comeback in a positive light, I'm just not convinced because it just seems like they're joining back together because they haven't really made it big individually under their home companies. Cheonga, Sohae, Sejong, Yeonjung, they're all making a name for themselves for sure, as are the other girls. However, there's just not that much traction on their careers looking at the declining and or minimal popularity of Gugudan, Wikimiki, Daya, Pristin, etc. I'm a supporter of these groups, and I'm also well aware that the IOI girls had promised to reunite at some point in the future. But right now, it just seems a little bit too desperate timing-wise. And that's it for today's tea. If you like this video, feel free to subscribe and or leave a like. Bye!